Talk of Artsdorf. What do you want to do?
I was really hoping this place would be bigger, considering its
I go back on the ship and kill the captain.
You could try.
Can we not kill the captain?
Roger wants blood.
That would be a good time to let Slate know about that explosive I planted in him.
You okay?
That I can remotely detonate.
Oh, if only you were a tech priest, you could do that.
You can do that without being a tech priest, but you just have to know.
I just don't know how it works. I'm like, I assume your head's gonna blow up.
Beep.
We need a bathtub full of Semtex.
We do.
Oh dear God!
Let's not give the detonator to Flint, please.
He's the only one who knows about explosives. Anyways, what do you guys feel like doing?
Do you have a map of the city for us?
Nah, fuck off.
Oh.
You can
What's on the
explore the
base?
city at your leisure.
Do they sell any drugs I could use to inject a psyker and cause him to pass out for about 3 weeks? In case we need to get on another ship?
That's great. You can haul his ass around.
No, he'll be on the ship. It'll be fine. I'll just leave him in the quarters. Someone else can force feed him gruel.
You can force feed him gruel.
It's about noonish.
Alright, well, I'm gonna ask around the city, see if we can find some sort of caravan or something to attach ourselves to.
Alright, roll inquiry.
If you want to do that, would you like me to do that? Would you like to share with the party what you want to do?
I'm going... Okay, but unless I say so, from now on, I'm sharing with the party whatever I'm doing.
Oh, that's a dangerous statement. Anyways, I would like to test
Unless I
inquiry.
say so.
Okay. I will test inquiry to see if anyone knows of a caravan that we can tag along with.
I've got a 53 on this, just to let you know.
I have a 57, so... Well played.
You ask around town, and there is in fact a pilgrimage leaving this afternoon, or rather towards evenfall, led by Sarah Lucilius at the southern fringe of the city. Slate finds that very amusing.
Sure.
Right. Anyway, so what do you think, Slade? You want me to take point on this, or you? Or, Merc, I should say.
Were you talking to me to begin with and you just got the name wrong, or...?
Yes.
Oh, okay. What are we taking point on? Searching for the caravan, or...?
Searching for this Sarah Lucilius. Sounds like she's in charge. And then, you know, talking to her so we can be a part of this.
Hang on, I was having my conversation out of character. Are we having this in character?
Yes.
Oh, got it. In that case, you tell me what I need to say, and I'll make it happen. I need to know specifically what you want to do, and I'll say it better than you will.
I want to get us attached to this caravan I was telling you about, so that way we can have more company on the way to Graia.
Company or transportation? Because I don't care about company.
You're gonna have to repeat that. Kind of broke up there.
Holy shit, Skype's
Yeah.
taking a crap right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, goodbye picture quality right there.
Just them.
And this is Zach and Evan.
Oh crap.
Yep. You
I see everybody. You guys are kind of like cutting in and out.
Roger and Richard.
Do 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 do. See if that fixed anything.
Apparently we're calling a
Called my
phone.
Oh. Totally forgot that that's what I had him set to last. Oops. Where's Roger?
Roger's like, hello?
We thought it'd be easier this way.
Well, that was my cell phone you were trying to call.
Yeah,
And that's what we were just talking about.
way better.
Yeah.
Well, you guys look like crap, but other than that, it seems like everything's alright.
Well,
Audio
y'all look
quality's
pretty
better.
good from my end.
Yeah.
Well, that was my cell phone you were trying to call.
I don't know what was up with that.
Who knows? Skype just took a crap, that's all.
Something cock sucks.
That
Yeah. I think that's a
Roger.
nice.
Roger does love dicks and cocks. These are facts. So,
So, what were you saying there, Merc?
Oh. Point me to who we need to talk to. Tell me what I need to convey to them. And I will convey it better than you could. So. But I'm also more concerned about transportation than I am company during the transportation.
Well, we can get that worked out while we're talking to her.
Okay.
If anything, we can sign ourselves on as security or something. Hell, we're heavily armed enough.
Well, two of us are. Slate and I aren't exactly armed to the teeth.
says the guy who has the highest damage gun currently.
Yeah.
Well,
Doesn't mean
either-
I'm armed to the teeth. Just means I have a nice gun.
Even with the nerf.
I call it sweetness.
have a nice gun and you know how to use it. That's the important part.
I don't like to advertise that, though.
Well, when you're offering to work security, that would be a good idea.
If I'm offering to work security, that means I'm planning to be a shield for someone. I don't like that idea.
Then what's your idea?
Show up here about 1,000 years ago and make lots of money trading. That sounds like a good idea to me.
What's your idea that is actually possible?
I kill everyone. And then I feel a little bit better.
I repeat, actually possible.
You
That
can get
last
some
one
lucky
sounds pretty
rolls.
possible.
Luck only gets you so far.
Yeah, the accurate Carnodon gets you the rest of the way.
Tough words from someone who couldn't hit another person with a shotgun.
He kept dodging. You weren't watching that.
Anyway,
Actually, I
Sun was
was.
in my eyes.
it was my time of the month. The sun was in my eyes.
The sunrise was glaring.
I just watched The Notebook.
Out of character. Time of the month. Huh. I guess we're not going with what happened.
What?
Jim was the only one that got that.
It's okay. Anyways, moving on.
Look, if you want to find some transportation, find some transportation. I'm gonna go find the Sarah person.
Okay.
It's a plan. So what's everybody doing?
I'm just gonna follow him.
Okay.
Actually, if Flint's ready to play, I'll go hang out with him.
Yeah, I'm playing.
Are you?
Yeah.
Are you?
I am?
Have you said like 4 words in character?
Let's
Yeah,
not go pushing it. He's only one man.
So I'll look over to Flint. So Flint, what do you feel like doing?
I don't know. I mean, I guess finding caravan to Greya. Or Greya.
Flint, having you along would make my point a lot easier.
And what point are you trying to make?
I'm trying to get us attached to a caravan, perhaps as security if I need to. And, well, you're kind of the poster boy for that kind of a thing.
Fair enough.
They'd probably feel a lot safer having you guard them than they would me.
I would. I don't talk as much.
I was thinking you're like half a meter taller, but yeah.
Oh, that too.
Then again, I did manage to knock Slate flat on his ass.
This is true. You did do that. This was impressive.
These are all facts.
Anyway,
All
so
right. Well, I'll follow you around.
sounds great. Also,
Oh God.
when we find her, I'm gonna tell her that we want to get to the city because I personally believe that can help us get off planet.
What?
You was Mercury around? We were talking to the priest in the Church of Man back at.
He was around for the
Sanctuary?
second time when Tempest was there.
Alright. Well,
He
the
was
priest,
not
in
there the first time.
the priest in the Church of Man seemed to believe that getting Graia operating again would somehow be able to put a stop to this warp storm that's around the entire planet. We get rid of the warp storm, passage off suddenly becomes 1,000 times easier.
I don't want passage off.
That's great. You can stay here. I do.
All right.
Good.
Sounds like someone doesn't know how to make the best of a bad situation.
I have a job to do.
Well, you've done a great job so far.
I can hear the sarcasm, Mark.
I'm glad you can hear it. I'm not hiding it.
I hate all of you.
What did I do?
Out of character. Remember, I don't like the law. Anytime you bring up your job, it's not a plus for me.
Yeah, she doesn't know that.
No. Well, maybe Devin should.
He does.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's just role-playing. Fucking do it.
What do you think I was doing just there?
Anyways.
Alright, well, if no one has problems, I'm gonna go.
Alright, Merc and Joanna wander off to the south side of the city to go and find Sarah.
I'm with them.
Slate, what are you doing?
Please come with us.
I have been left unsupervised.
Dangerous.
They're about to walk
Fuck.
away. It's up to you what you want to do. If you want to just go the other way.
This is mostly a village, right?
You gonna set the fucking crops on fire?
I'm not a pyromancer. Calm down.
I'm gonna knock them into the ocean.
Oh, is there anything funny? Awesome, I guess I'll follow them.
Good.
All have fun things I can do right now.
So, you head through the quite bustling market square of the center of town and then begin heading south. As you reach the edge, Slate, would you mind rolling perception?
Any modifiers?
No, just perception. Believe me, I'll tell you if there's a modifier. Baby. Good. Also switch your name over.
Oh, right, because I laughed earlier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yes, you guys are making your way downtown, faces past, and you're homebound. You get to the southern edge of the city, and you quite obviously see a row of carts and beasts of burden, and a lot of people milling about, strapping stuff into carts and doing that kind of stuff.
Alright, I'm gonna start to walk over.
All right.
Gonna follow along, seeing as I don't really have a reason to stop moving.
Good. You all make your way over to the carts, and you are met by a kind of a short, comely woman, clad in simple woolen robes dyed bright red. Ah, hello, travelers. What are you fine people doing?
We're looking for Sarah Lucilius.
Well, you're in luck. You found her.
Impossible?
Teen Titans, but close.
Titans.
That show is awesome, but yeah. Alright, so... Yep. Sarah, we were hoping to attach ourselves to your caravan in one function or another.
Oh, you want to go to Graia? Excellent. Well, I'm afraid I can only offer you the path. There's nothing I can really do to help you, but if you have supplies, you are more than welcome to join our pilgrimage.
We have food enough for each of us for about a month.
Excellent, excellent. That should be more than enough to get us to Graia.
You don't know of any place that would be able to provide us some sort of cart or beasts to ride around on?
Well, I suppose you could try and go to one of the farms or ask the mayor if you could purchase an animal.
Just double checking. You sounded like you knew the area better than us.
Oh no, I'm from Ranetier. I just come into town a short while ago.
Oh, so you're from, oh, man, I know this place pretty well.
The Alknot territories.
You're from the Alknot territories, then?
Yes, I was born an Alknotan.
What are you heading down to Graia for?
To pay homage to the God Emperor, of course.
Huh. Slightly under my breath. That's rather clean.
He protects.
I was
He
unaware
protects
that it
her.
was. I was unaware that it was a religious journey to be made down there.
Of course, it is the last remaining city touched by the Emperor before the fall.
Really? How so?
She looks at you kind of quizzically.
I'm sorry, my knowledge of the world is rather limited. I lived a sheltered life.
Your knowledge of the land would be great.
What's a paladin?
Well, it was a forge of the tech priests who worked with the Emperor to protect the great Imperium of Man, and ever since the fall of ever since the fall of the veil around this world, it is the only place where his light still shines.
Interesting. I recently went through much of the Rankin Empire and noticed many churches had arisen, so you'll pardon me for just being slightly confused as to the religious significance of Graia, but that's very interesting.
Oh, there are more churches growing in the Rankin Empire? That is very good to hear.
Several in some cities.
Excellent. So, why are you and your companions headed to Graia?
I'm headed there for the company. The rest of them are headed to see the light of the Emperor. As I said, I've lived a sheltered life, and these are my protectors.
Oh, I didn't know. And she turns to the rest of the group and introduces herself, taking you by the hand and shaking it. Very, jubilantly.
If your caravan needs any extra security, I'm sure they'd be more than happy to help.
Well, that's good to know, but I don't expect any trouble to befall us. No one would hurt pilgrims.
Oh, really?
Heh.
We ourselves have run into many bandits just since venturing outward.
I just
I'm
kind
quite
of
surprised, but really,
run.
more than anything, happy to hear that.
My little hat was in character, by the way.
I'm sorry to hear that ills have befallen you and your party, but
No, believe me, I'm just happy to know that those were isolated incidents.
How super innocent does she seem to Joanna?
You should scrutinize her.
should.
That one.
I think I'll do that.
Baby.
Good luck getting 23.5 degrees of success.
No,
Well, Danny just rolls higher than all of us.
No one will ever be as good as I am.
Though she seems very happy and energetic to you, she does seem that she understands the threats of the world.
Meaning we're fucked.
I mean,
Sure.
Richard's GM, you should have just assumed that when you started playing.
Yeah.
Well, yes, but now we're even.
You could never be more fucked than when you say, "Yeah, sure, I'll join your campaign."
Did she go ahead and shake all of our hands already? Or
Yes.
can I do something before that?
You
No.
can do something as she approaches you.
I'd like to do the salute, God Emperor salute, or whatever you want to call it.
Okay.
See what she does.
You salute in the traditional method of the God Emperor, holding your fist to your chest, and she drops to a knee and does the salute back to you, bowing.
I'll introduce our party by name.
Well, before you do that, stand before me. Why do you bow?
That is how I learned. That is the prayer of the Emperor, is it not?
Yes, but who taught you that?
Slate, don't be rude.
We had a cleric of the Emperor come through our city after the war stopped, and he told me of the Emperor's ways and showed me the light. He taught me how to pray, and he told me of the Emperor's heroic. Oh God, what's that called? When he reclaims all of, like, after the Age of Strife. The Great Crusade. He told me of the Emperor's crusade to reclaim the planets of man lost into darkness, and told me to keep faith that the Emperor would come back.
Out of character, how old is this person? Because I just called her a child. And I'm probably
she's-
not that much older.
Yes, you are not very much older. She is somewhere between her late 20s and early 30s.
That's
Yeah,
well,
she's
I'm late
about
20s.
your age.
good. But at least she didn't react to that. I might be able to work with this. What can you tell me of the witches of the wilds? Certainly you've heard of rumors of them, no?
Well, I've heard a few rumors, but I've never come across them. I've heard terrible stories from people as I have passed from town to town. They've said many strange things, that they were able to do things, unnatural things, with their minds, contort and destroy people, and wreak all sorts of havoc, but that Tempest, the Rankin military leader, he was hunting them down in order to restore the light of the Emperor.
Pardon me, ma'am. That name you just used, Tempest. We've been hearing much of him in our travels recently. You're the first Alknot woman who we've run into, what is the opinion of him over in that region of the world? They've been rather mixed thus far.
Tempest is not well liked in the Alknot territories. Ever since what he did to the Lunar Empire and the siege of Britannia, he is not very well loved.
Interesting. Conflicting opinions on that. That's all we've been getting.
Well, I'm sure you know that the Alknot and the Rankin were at war, and well, during that war, as the head of the army, he has had many great battles, and not all of them he has won honorably.
Yes. Well, I merely note it because, as I've said, we've heard many opinions of him in our travels, but all of them have thus far been of citizens of the Rankin Empire, and they vary greatly, even within that territory. No one appears to be in the middle on this man, and I find it funny that the first person we should run into from an outside territory shares those views but appears rather calm about it.
I admit, when I was younger, I was taught to hate him, but if it's true that he is in fact working and destroying these witches, this blight against his emperor, then he can't be all bad, can he?
Very true, very true.
Where are you from? You speak as though you've not been from the Rankin nor the Akhenaten empires. Are you from the wilds?
Indeed. We, come from west of the Rankin Empire. We lived in a small, unnamed town. It was just a few of us. My family owned most of the land. Owned being kind of a loose term.
Ah, interesting. And you've decided to come and see the world?
Of course. One island can become rather dull and boring after a while.
Oh,
And these
I'm
three
sure.
colorful people here have explained the world outside to me a bit, so...
She looks around to the rest of the group, her eyes lingering on Slate for slightly longer than the rest of them. Yes, well, I'm sorry, but I must get back to tending to the pilgrimage we are to begin in a few hours. If you will please excuse me.
Of course. You mentioned you had no problem with us joining?
Oh, of course not. The more the merrier.
Oh, why thank you. You say you're leaving in a few hours? We should like to join you when you do.
Yes, well, just be back here within in 4 hours.
Well, no need to wait for us if we're not. I'm sure we'll catch up. We're all headed to Graia, of course.
Glad to hear it.
Nah, we're going to Azuria. Fuck that.